Hello students, I am Professor Palve Pandirnath from Sri Shivaji Junior College, Bhadeva. I hope you have understood the first part of the lesson. On to the summit we reach the top. The writer Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary were on their way to summit, faced various hazards. While overcoming these hazards, they reached the summit. Now we are going to see the second part of the lesson. When the writer Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary and Colonel Hunt they reach Kathmandu, and now see they afterwards. When we reach Kathmandu, we discovered that a controversy had arisen. We talked it over. Hillary, Colonel Hunt, and I. We agreed that all the talk was childish. When the writer Tenzing Norgay, Edmund Hillary, and Colonel Hunt reached Kathmandu, they discovered that the controversy had arisen. Controversy means a prolonged public disagreement or heated discussion. The controversy was who had reached the first, Hillary or Tenzing. They talked over it and agreed that that was not important. So we made a pact and each of us signed it in the office of the Prime Minister of Nepal. Each one signed his own statement. I have a copy of Hillary's statement which I carry in my pocket. Then they made a pact. Pact means a formal agreement between individuals or parties. They signed it in the office of the Prime Minister of Nepal. They had signed on their own statement. Tenzing had a copy of Hillary's statements which he carried in his pocket. It reads Kathmandu, June 22, 1953. On May 29th, Tenzing Sherpa and I left our high camp on Mount Everest for our attempt on the summit. As we climbed upward to the south summit, first one and then the other would take a turn at leadings. We crossed over the south summit and moved along the summit ridge. On the May 29, Hillary and Tenzing left their high camp on Mount Everest. On the summit, they carried upwards to the south summit and took a turn at leading. They crossed over the south summit and moved along the summit ridge. Ridge means a long, narrow piece of raised land. We reached the summit almost together. We embraced each other, overjoyed at our success. Then I took photograph of Tenzing holding aloft the flags of Great Britain, Nepal, the United Nations and India. Signed E.P. Hillary. There is another paper like this in English signed by me. Thus, we will not take part in any controversy. As the statement says, Hillary and I embraced when we reached the top. We did as well as our bulky equipment would let us. I remember saying to him, we have done it, but we couldn't hear. We had our oxygen mask on. Bulky means large and difficult to manage. Then, the writer Tenzing and Edmund Hillary reached the summit almost together. They embraced each other. Embrace means hug or hold closely. They became very happy. Hillary took a photograph of Tenzing holding aloft the flags of Great Britain, Nepal, the United Nations and India. Signed by E.P. Hillary, they would not take part in any controversy. It is said that they hugged each other when they reached the top. They had done it because of their bulky equipment. He remembered saying to him, they had done it, but they could not hear it because of oxygen mask on their faces. My first thought on reaching the top was a sense of gratitude to God that after having failed 6 times, He had blessed me with fulfillment of His desire I had held so long. When they reached the top, the first thought that came in his mind was a sense of gratitude to God. Gratitude means thankfulness. He had failed 6 times but never failed to make efforts. It is said that efforts may fail but don't fail to make efforts. In his efforts, God blessed him and fulfilled his desire which he had held so long. I placed on Sabbath the offerings to God that I had carried with me. This is in accord with my religion. Both my wife and I are Buddhists. I could not kneel because of my clothes and equipment, but I offered a silent prayer in my heart. Accord means agreement. In spite of it being a dangerous and tiring journey, the writer had carried offerings placed at the summit of the respect for the ritual of his religion. He offered silent prayer in his heart. The offerings were biscuits, candy, and little blue pencil. My youngest daughter Nima had given me the pencil before I left home. She asked me to put it on the top of the mountain as an offering. It was an ordinary blue pencil, not even a long one, but it was of her prized possession. These offerings were included biscuits, candy, and little blue pencil. The writer's youngest daughter Nima had given him before he left home. She asked him to be placed at the top. It was an ordinary pencil, but it was one of her valuable possessions. She wanted to put on the summit as a token of love. Then, you know that when we reach any temple, there we offer God a coconut, fruits, some flowers, just like the writer's daughter Nima also gave her valuable possession as a blue pencil. As I put it down, I pointed it out to Hilary. He gave me a big smile, showing that he understood. Tenzin put it down and pointed to Hilary. He smiled and understood his emotions. Then I got out the flag which I had on a piece of string about 4 feet long. I fastened one end to my eyesight and Hilary took pictures as I held it up. Then he got out the flags on a piece of string about 4 feet long. He fastened one end to his eyes, and Hilary took photos. He held it off. As I had to bring my eyesight down with me, I buried one end of the strings in the ice on the top and the other in snow on the slope down below. When we left, they were lying flat against the summit. Then he had to bring his ice axe down with him. He buried one end of the string in the ice on the top, the other in snow on the slope down below. When they left, they were lying flat against the summit. I was very thirsty. I took out a water tumbler for a drink, but found the water in a metal container had frozen so I couldn't quench my thirst. I ate some biscuits and offered some to Hilary. Quench means satisfy one's thirst. The writer was very thirsty. He would like to drink water, but he found that the water in the metal container had frozen. He could not quench his thirst. He ate some biscuits and offered some to Hilary. I was wearing a red scarf which my great friend Lambert, leader of the 1952 Swiss expedition, had given me last year. It was just a year ago, on May 28th, when we were standing at 28,215 feet, that he gave me the scarf. The writer was wearing a red scarf which his friend Lambert had given him last year. Lambert had been the leader of 1952 Swiss expedition to the summit when they were standing at 28,215 feet On May 28, he was given him the scarf. I wore it all the way up the mountain from Darjeeling. As I stood at the top, I remember him and felt that he was with me. I felt absolutely fit at the summit. My mind was absolutely clear. I didn't feel tired. I felt exhilarated. It was a very clear sensation. Exhilaration means very happy and excited. Sherpa Tenzing had worn the scarf all the way up to the mountain from Darjeeling as mark of respect and admiration for his friend. He also acknowledged Lambert's contribution to the journey, that it gave him feeling of having his friend with him at the top. He did not feel tired. He was very happy. It was very clear sensation.